Welcome to Great Lakes Outdoors, everyone. I'm your host, Rob Trott. It's November 14th here in Michigan, which means it's the day before firearms deer season. Once again, we're up at Curran, Michigan at the Conrads, and the normal gang is all here. So you stay tuned for our deer show, right here on your Great Lakes Outdoors.
It's the day before the season, November 14th. We've come up again to Curran. I'd set my blind up 2 weeks ago and it's looking pretty good. It held well. All my shrub and stuff has been perfect. I'm ready to hunt in it. I'll be here at dawn tomorrow morning. We're gonna still go over and check on Rob's blind. The weather's supposed to be A1 perfect. Right now we're setting at about 45 to 50 degrees, but tomorrow they're saying 50. Tonight it's supposed to rain, but it's supposed to clear up tomorrow. So, there's a deer.
November 14th. There's hunters everywhere. There's hunters everywhere. Orange. Everywhere I see is orange. I look here, I look there, I look behind me, there's orange. There's bad boy buggies setting all over the place. There's blinds, there's heaters. And the worst thing of all, these stupid hunters wait till they get up to deer camp to sight in their guns. And it's all you hear is shots all over the place. I just don't know. See? I told you. I hope he wasn't shooting at me. He's probably just sighting his gun in. But if you think a big buck like me doesn't know that, you're wrong. I got to get out of here. So I'm going to make a stage right exit, and I'll see you guys after the season.
Well, blind's all set. Now I got into it. Prankster Randy, once again. Last year he left me a note in the blind saying I owed him dinner because he did all this work on my blind. This year he puts a lock on it. And I blamed you, naturally, but it was him. So, anyway, once I got in, everything's set. The weather's beautiful. Hopefully tomorrow morning we're going to bag a buck. We're out of here.
Opening morning, 7:30. Heard my first shot at 7:12. Didn't sound like it was one of our hunters. Didn't sound like it was on our property. It's 52 degrees, slightly windy. Wind's blowing right in my face. But I haven't seen a deer. I'm looking, but I haven't seen one. Maybe it's too warm. It's nice. It's supposed to stay overcast all day, so we'll see what happens. I'm here for the day. I'll keep you updated.
10:15 opening day. Haven't heard a shot in forever. Maybe only 6 or 8 shots all morning. I don't have a clue what's going on around here, but we've always hunted this spot, always seen a lot of does, always seen a couple of bucks by now, and I haven't seen as much as a chipmunk run through here. I just don't know. I don't think anybody else is seeing a whole heck of a lot either, though, because there's no shots. So we're just going to hang in here. We're going to spend a day here. Maybe sooner or later something's going to walk by. Another thing, as you can tell, I'm trying a decoy this year. I've got a buck decoy out there about 90 yards, and hasn't done any good yet, but we've had some success at home with it. The last couple of weeks while we were out crossbow hunting, we had a couple of bucks come running right into it, and one of my good friend Kevin Anthony missed. It was a beautiful 8-point. And another friend of mine, John, a couple of weeks ago, had one come right in and just never got a shot at it. So we're giving it a shot. I think anything, the way things are going today, would help. So We'll see. I wish I had a clue what's going on. Well, about 10 to 2, I looked over to the left, and here came the first buck I've seen, the first deer I've seen of the day, actually. It had 2 or 3 points on the one side. The other side was completely broken off. I think he got in a fight because it looked like he was limping a little bit, too. And he had 2 or 3 does that came out with him, too. The one doe was really interested in that decoy out there. It had its tail in the air, as you'll see here, and it kept looking at the decoy and walking towards it and walking towards it closer. It was kind of comical. Then it went away, then it came back. A couple more does came in, then that same buck walked out from the left-hand side, about 30 yards from me, about 30 or 40 yards from the decoy. Stared at it. I could have taken him there once again, and I passed. And he walked back in. The decoy didn't seem to bother him. But all those does, I think there was 3 different does that were milling around back there. I don't think they're in heat. They're not ready because that decoy definitely bothered them. And they left. A third time, that same buck came out at 100 yards down the lane and joined the does and walked away. But at least it's some deer. It's the first ones I've seen all day. And it's a little after 2 now, so maybe things are going to pick up. I don't know. We'll see. But it's exciting to see something anyway. And a buck for sure. So stick with us.
My next update, 11 o'clock. I've only seen the deer that I saw at 8 o'clock. I've seen the sun come out. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. The temperature's dropped a little bit. We started at 52 this morning, and it's about 45 now. Breeze is picking up a little. Other than that, I still can't show you any more deer. Haven't heard a lot of gunshots. So, we'll wait some more.
Well, it's the last hour of opening day. We've seen 4 does, and that broken rack buck wasn't very big that I let slip by. I could have shot him 3 different times, but I let him pass. Opening day, you should be able to do better. But very, very few shots have been taken today. I haven't heard maybe a dozen in the area all day. I don't know if anybody in camp got one. I didn't hear any shots that I was sure was in this camp. So we're going to sit here for the next hour. If we don't get one tonight, well, we'll see you back here first thing in the morning. We're not going to give up.
My best part about deer camp is all the campers that come and cooking for them and going sitting in the woods by myself so nobody bothers me and I do lots of thinking.
I really enjoy the work around here. It's normally quiet and roads need to be fixed, wood needs to be cut and split, and the buildings and the machinery needs to be maintained, and so I kind of enjoy that, and then watching the wildlife and trying sometimes even get pictures of them.
11 o'clock, second day. I want to tell you that I saw this huge 12-point. I'd be fibbing. I haven't sat this long and saw nothing, I think, in my whole entire history of deer hunting.
Morning 3, quarter to 8. Nothing. One shot I've heard this morning. I haven't seen nothing yet. It's been a really strange year so far. Yesterday, one of our young hunters, JJ, took a 5-point. That's the first buck that's been taken in his camp this year. One of our other hunters, Tom, was coming out of his stand last night and ran into a bear. So they're still out and about. But strangely enough, we've seen 2 or 3 bucks total with 10 people hunting. I'm not sure what's going on. Beautiful mornings. It's 20 degrees this morning. Yesterday was nice, and opening day was nice. I think here where I'm at, I saw a total of 11 does yesterday. That's it, not a buck. So we're going to keep hunting. Hopefully we're going to get one yet.
At around 9 a.m. on the 3rd morning, as this doe was smelling the ground, a spike horn walked in to give her chase. Bright and early the fourth morning, this nice four-pointer wandered in and was busy smelling the ground and the air for a hot doe. I quickly decided to take him, as the pickings had been slim.
God, he went right down.
Comes Sue right on cue. Called her about 10 minutes ago.
You called?
Yep, I called for curb service. I got a buck down.
Okay, bad boy to the rescue.
Well, it didn't take you too long to get here. The bad boy was so quiet I didn't even know when you came. I looked up and you were standing here. Kind of scared me. But I shot this one at 9:35. It's about 9:45 now. He went right down. I'm not sure whether he has 4 or 6. I know he's got 4 up here, and I didn't see if he had brow tines or not. But it's the third buck I've seen this morning, along with about 18 does. This is the 4th day, and it's just getting better. I think the rut's still on, because those little bucks were chasing does all around here. So they're coming through this cut here where they always do. It's a funnel, and they've been all over the place today. And they came from over here, too. So let's go up there and take a look at him. I got the tag with me, and we'll get him out of here on the bad boy. What do you think?
Perfect.
You know, it's about 110 yards to that stump out there. So that's where he went down. He dropped right where I shot, so. Nope, no brow tines. Straight 4. He's a nice buck, though. It's the best one I've seen. The other ones, they're kind of few and far between this year, but he's got some meat on him. He's a nice buck. So I'm going to tag him up real quick. Okay. That's on there. And Sue, being as you're not seeing diddly at your blind for whatever reason, I think you ought to come and sit with me, and I'll tape you. What do you think?
Will you be quiet?
Probably not, but you know, I've seen 100 times more than you have.
Yeah, but you know I'm a quiet hunter.
Yeah. I got this one out. I guess we can put him on the bad boy and go hang him, eh?
Sounds like a plan. Nice, dear. Congratulations, Rob.
Well, it's been a long 4 days. Normally we have something by now, but I think it's just getting better, to be honest with you. This is the most I've seen in the 4 days already, and it's only like 10 o'clock right now, so. Tonight, this afternoon, you should do well here. You'll probably beat me. That's your goal, I'm sure.
Of course.
There's one right there. We need to get out of here. Did you hear him blow?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was a buck or a doe, but he took off. I saw his tail. I don't think you should. I'll stay here and hunt. I don't think this is a good idea. I got a restricted tag yet, 4 on one side. I can probably shoot an 8-point.
You're
here.
out of here, Rob. I'm moving in.
Why?
'Cause
There goes the neighborhood.
My favorite part of deer camp is being up north, being out in nature, and the peace and quiet.
Okay, I'm back. You already know by now, I'm sure, Rob got a nice buck. So I'm gonna take my stuff down. I talked about that earlier. I still haven't seen anything all day. My total at this point for the hunt is 4 days, 2 deer. I'm gonna move over and start hunting with him. He's gonna run camera for me, and I'm gonna actually just focus on hunting. Well, I'm here. I've moved in with Rob. He's cleared a little tiny bit of space for me. But other than that, I'm visiting his house now. So he tells me there's all kinds of deer here. He said he saw 21 does this morning. We know where there's does, there's bucks. So, wish me luck. A short time later, this doe came walking down our cut and was quickly followed by a nice 5-pointer that Susie didn't get a shot at, as it went through too quick for her to get her scope turned down.
As luck would have it, the buck showed back up 5 minutes later, and Susie didn't waste any time getting on him this time.
Good shot.
Whew, I saw a buck.
Good shot.
I've seen deer and I saw a buck.
Want to tell what happened real quick there? Because I got it on tape the first time.
I saw a buck.
No, tell us what happened.
Let's see. The first time I'm sitting here, about 5 minutes ago, and out come this buck. I mean, just out of nowhere. I kept thinking I heard something on the left, but there'd been mom, a grandma, and a baby that I'd gotten to see. So I'd actually got to see 3 deer today. And then they had left, and they just kind of kept meandering around. And when I thought I heard something over on this left side, I kind of thought that was just them. And then out come this buck out of nowhere. And he was not very far out. I don't do feet very well.
30 yards.
But, yeah, 30 yards, okay. And so I go in on my scope, and I'm out further thinking he's further out. And he just cut across and was gone. And, of course, you know, Rob was going, And then doe come back across just as fast, and there he came. So I was like, I'm excited.
Well, Sue, I told you it was going to be good here, but you've been here 2 hours and 15 minutes.
And I've been 4 days without seeing any deer, so.
Let's go find him.
Oh.
He jumped right up in there. I think you hit him in the lungs or the heart.
I was aiming for that. I was going to try that solar plexus, but I didn't. And, of course, I've got to thank Bob Smoke, because, you know, that's always why my ammo does the trick.
You better
Bob
thank
Smoke.
him for me, too, because I forgot.
That's your problem, Bob. You'll have to talk to him.
Thank you, Bob. I forgot this morning, but Sue's been at my blind for 2 hours and 15 minutes, and this buck is brand new. That's the 4th buck I've seen here today, though, Sue.
Well, I want to go see him.
Let's go find him.
I don't think that'll be too hard.
Oh, I'm excited. Oh, it has been a long 4 days, but it's been a very short 2 hours. And now I'm already saying, I want to hunt tomorrow because we're going to stay an extra day. And he's already saying I got to pick morning or night.
Honey,
I'm going to go for night.
I want you to know something. It's 2 o'clock. You got all night yet.
It's still my day?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go find my buck. I don't think it's going to be too far. This is right behind the stump there that we always kind of focus on, and he's got a good trail going. Come with me, we'll see. It's going this way. Right there. Well, I'm going to tell you just exactly how it happened. I last saw you, we had lots of blood, and it was about 45 minutes earlier. Kid you not, the blood stopped. Within 10 feet of having lots of blood, we had no blood. Absolutely none. Just remember, this happens a lot to hunters. They think, well, then I didn't get it, or I didn't hit it well enough, and they give up. Don't give up. Rob and I both tracked for the next blood. We left the camera set on the last blood, and we fanned out. We went a long way, 3 different directions, and finally the last 2 pieces of blood that we could find, we pieced that together that maybe he took a hard right at that point. So that's what we did. We fanned out. He went 100 yards, and when we found him, he had a piece of fat stuck right into the hole. I made a perfect heart shot. But because that fat lodged, he didn't start bleeding until probably 10 feet before we found him. So just so you know, that's the truth. Don't give up. Say a prayer just like we did, and God will lead you to your buck. Let's go look. Well, here's my deer. I'm hoping the battery doesn't run out because it's running low. 5 point, I've got him tagged. The plug I was telling you about, that's why I didn't bleed. Don't give up, hunters. If you think they're down and you lose blood, keep going. Keep praying and keep looking for them. This is proof. Nice buck.
Back at camp, we got a chance to talk to the rest of our hunters on our last morning. Well, Randy, you know, we started a new tradition this year that you're going to find out about here. We decided to have some sort of award for the biggest buck. And a lot of times it's between you and I. Well, you beat me this year. You got this 8-point laying here. But before we get into that, we have this hat that from now on, the guy with the biggest buck or the lady with the biggest buck has to wear this during this interview. We call him Bucky, and he's got 10 points. So I want you to put that hat on since you won fair and square.
How's that look? Look
Well,
pretty
look
snappy
at the
there?
camera and see what you think. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. You know, anyway, we decided we're going to do this, and I think it looks great on you. If it was down a little bit more, you could see those eyes, though. There you go.
I forgot about that eye.
Yeah, you got to put it down where you can see them eyes.
Kind of like
you know?
that.
There you go. I think that looks good.
I feel like I was kind of lucky, you know, just, you know, for one thing, what we've been seeing this year as it is, so I'm lucky to even get this right here, you know.
That's right, yep. Well, I ended up with a 4-point, Sue ended up with a 5-point, and JJ got a 5-point, so that's only $4 so far.
Well, the JJ, he was the only one that got one opening day. Usually we get this this amount just for opening day, but being it's, you know, the kind of the bad weather might have a lot to do with it, you know. It's
awful warm, yep, that's for sure. Well, I think you look great in that hat, and, you know, you're going to be proud to wear that for the rest of the year until next year. And I'm going to get a little plaque that we're going to hang on the wall, so your name will go on there for 2009. I don't know what we're going to call the award yet, but we'll figure it out.
Well, I just hope I don't get any nightmares through the, you know, wearing this hat through the years here, you know, next year, you know. But
I think you'd put that down and look at the camera. There you go. There's this year's winner, Randy Bucky. There we go. Alberta, you've been seeing some, right? Have you seen any bucks? You did, didn't you? No?
No bucks.
No bucks.
And very few does.
Yeah?
Yep. But that's all right.
Well, you got a lot. You're going to be here for another 10 days, right?
Yep.
Yep.
You've seen a couple bucks, though, haven't you, Doc?
Yeah, I saw one little spike about that high, and then one buck was chasing a doe, came through, but I never got a shot at him, not even get a good look, but I see it about probably 6 point.
I'm going to let my grandkids get them.
There you go.
A
Yeah,
club.
they're coming up Saturday, right? So got a new crew coming in. Maybe, you know, I think when the weather got cooler there, 20 degrees for a couple mornings, we started seeing more deer. And then this morning it's almost 50 again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And they didn't do anything. I don't think it was the rain as much as it just got warm again.
yeah.
The only 2 days we saw a lot of deer was when it got cold.
Yeah.
So that has something to do with it too, I think.
Oh, sure.
But you definitely have too many does up here. I'll buy that. I
Yep.
mean, they're everywhere, you know.
Yep.
They're everywhere. And then when it gets bad, if you have a bad winter, half of them aren't going to make it anyway, probably. So
So, well, the big does will, the
Yeah.
fawns might not,
Right,
you know.
right.
And that's what you want to keep.
that's right. But we really haven't seen any big racks this year at all yet.
No,
You
no,
know.
they're all just
Year and a half or 2.5.
yeah,
Yep.
1.5 years old,
Yep. Yep.
and you know, 120-pound deer, you know.
That's right. Yep.
But it's not just our camp, it's all
That's
around.
a good point. Yeah, you talked to several of the neighbors, and
They're nothing.
Mr. Smith has only got 2 for 8 people. Is that right?
Yep.
So,
Yep.
yeah. And
Yeah,
other
w-
people.
We didn't get any the first day for 13,
Yeah, that's
know,
true, and that's unbelievable.
and
I
right.
mean,
and then the second day 1 for 13.
and the third day,
That's it.
Randy got 1, and fourth day, Sue and I got. So it was
Yeah.
picking up when it got cold, and now it's warm again. And
Yeah.
Yep.
But even that picking up, that's
oh,
not
no,
not traditional.
No, 4 out of 13 is not traditional. That's
No.
for sure. It should be more like 8 or 9. You know.
Yeah.
So,
At least 7.
yep, that's right.
Well, I started the season and I told you I was going to outsmart these hunters. Well, guess what? I did. I'm alive. It's just the 5th day of the season. Everybody's going home. So I made it another year, and I told you I would. You know, I took all my does with me, and I went in that swamp. They don't go in the swamp. They're not smart enough to go in the swamp. They're scared of the swamp. So I made it another year, and we hope to see you guys right back here again next year. Till then, I'm Bucky saying, get outside, but don't find me.